This is not mine to share, but I'm going to share with you. Why not? I'm going to share with you a story of Carlos and John. Carlos was a victim because John stole his idea. Let me give you some background. Carlos was the smartest among their friends. Carlos had this big project that he was perfecting for over 7 years. Carlos shared this idea with friends and family. They all loved it. They were like, Carlos, you should launch this idea and get feedback from people. But Carlos, being so smart, when he launches it, it must reflect how smart he is. It must be good to reflect how good he is. That's understandable, right? So 7 years passed by, 8 years passed by, and Carlos never really put his project or his product out there. He was keeping perfecting it. So the words get out there about this product, and John heard that idea, and John was like, oh, that's good one. I kind of like it. So John was like, okay, I'm going to try to build something, similar. But John wasn't as talented though. He was just like audacious. He was a risk taker. He built something not even 10% what Carlos was building and put out there. People in the beginning, they were like, that's not really good. Like, we see what you're trying to build, but that's not as good enough. That's not good. So if you are perhaps to build something that, I was going to use, John, you need to make this modification. John was, getting that feedback and going back, iterate, and apply those feedback and make a little bit better. So over time, Carlos heard that John was building something similar. And so Carlos was like, he tried to understand John and see what he's building. He was like, no, I don't think John is going to be able to build something as great as what I'm building here, because I don't really think John is as smart, So, however, over time, John was actually able to get feedback from people and iterate and be able to build, not as good as what Carlo was trying to bring to the market, but good enough that people were willing to pay for it. Then, when Carlos realized John actually built something similar and just as good, if not even better than what he was trying to build, and Carlos was just heartbroken because he watched like his baby, his idea being built by someone less talented than them. Carlos was heartbroken. So the victim here is not really Carlos. The victim is you. Because you have been perfecting that idea for so long. You are very talented, but you have been waiting for the perfect time to launch that product, to share your work. For how long are you going to be victim of your own doing? For how long are you going to wait? For how long are you going to watch people like John putting themselves out there, not even as talented as you, but being successful by trying and getting feedback from people? For how long are you going to be a victim of your own doing just because you're scared of failing?